What's up, y'all? What's up? What's good? What's good, man? It's your big homie, Big Betty, man. And this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, yo. Uh, First off, you already know what I'm about to say. Thank you for tapping in, man. Because you could have been anywhere else in the world, man. But you here with me, man. So I got you. I promise you, I got you. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. I ain't gonna fabricate shit, and I ain't gonna play with you. I ain't gonna play with nobody. Uh, this video right here is about men. It's about, are you a man or are you a male? There's a definite difference between the two, man. We're living in a time now where men are not men anymore. Men are males. Most men, most men are just males. They're not men. And first off, what is a man? Let's define that. A man is a protector. A man is a provider. A man is somebody who a security, which is protector, provider, a guider, a role model, a masculine figure. What is a man? A father is a man. What else is a man? A husband is a man. Um, a male is not composed of a few things. It's composed of multifaceted things, but men are very simple. We're very simple. Now, a lot of what's going on today, or what has happened today, most men have been stripped of their manhood due to their amenities. Your amenities took you from being a man. Um, your apartment keeping you from being a man. Your lack of tools is keeping you from being a man. Your lack of protection is keeping you from being a man. Your lack of providing is keeping you from being a man. Uh, just because you have a dick in between your legs does not make you a man. Let me prove that right now, easy as pot. You got a legion of homosexual men running around who act like females or pretend to be females and or whatever they feel like, but they have male genitalia. So that lets you know right now they are males. They're definitely a male, but they're not a man. A man, let me tell you something. A man performs manual labor. Keyword man, the manual labor. Nowadays, your weak ass amenities have kept you from being a man. What? How many of y'all men out there actually, or how many males out there actually have a man job? Um, how many of y'all are bossed up and you don't have a job? You know what I'm saying? How many of y'all are bossed up and don't have a job but still sustaining and taking care of your business? How many of y'all are real men like that? That's the provider man. Man, how many of y'all? Let me say something. One thing. I'm sorry to digress, but when you're a man, right, and you're in the house with your woman, your children, or whoever, right, and there's a bump in the night, something goes do 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 do. Who has to get up and go check that shit? The fucking man does. The fucking man has to get up and put his life on the line to protect the family. And that's your job. That is the role of a man. That is the responsibility and one of the underlying laws of being a man. You got to be willing to sacrifice yourself for the greater good of your family. And a lot of y'all are not willing to do that. That's why a lot of y'all are not men. Now, let me say, people who look, your lack of protection. That's another thing. A man is supposed to get up, hold his shit down, fight for his family, defend for his family, kill for his family, build for his family, will for his family, whatever he got to do, right? But most of y'all pussy ass males, when something happens in your house or your community or your environment, you don't go defend nobody. What you do for protection? You call the police. Y'all pussy ass, some of y'all pussy ass niggas call the police before you'll stand up on your own 10 toes. And it's just very sad. It's just very sad. It's just very sad, man. A lot of y'all motherfuckers got guns, right? You got a gun. You think that makes you a man. The gun don't make you a man. The gun was a tool created by a coward. The gun was a coward's tool. The gun was let me say that shit again. The gun was a tool created by a coward who couldn't fight a real man. The gun was created by a fucking group of cowards who couldn't fight or destroy or take over the real man that was on the land. So they created something they could pick you off at from hundreds or yards away so they wouldn't even have to touch you physically. A coward's tool. What makes you a man? You got to have one of these. You got to have one of these. If you ain't got one of these, you ain't no man. Motherfuckers don't even know what this is. What is that? What is that? It's called a machete, sir. You need to get you one. A real machete. Get you one. I just now, there's these vines on the back of my house. Thorn vines. I'm talking about thorn vines. They what happens is when we have a storm or shit like that, the wind blows crazy and it blows the thorn vines up against the back of the house because they were like starting to grow up the side of the house, the back of the house. So when the wind blows, it goes scratch, 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 or it makes you know, do, 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 do. You could just hear all kind of noise that the trees are knocking up against the house and scratching up against the panels. So it's back by my bedroom where I sleep at. So in the middle of the night, you hear scratch, 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 and when the wind blowing and shit like that. So it's very it's aggravating. Of course, ain't nobody else gonna go out there and get it but me. If I was, now I'm gonna say it, if I was using amenities and being a coward or a male, being a male, I would have called a tree removal guy. I would have called a shrubbery or a brush removal guy. I would have called a real man out to do this shit, right? But being that Big Daddy is a real man, I went out there with my machete and I chopped my way through fucking thorn bushes. I chopped my way through tree limbs and I chopped all the fucking thorn vines and tree limbs off the house. So at least until that shit grows back, it won't be able to scratch up the house or make noises like that, irritate me, and keep me up at night. Cause a real man can't sleep when the shit going scratch, scratch. A real man can't sleep when it's noise is going on. A real man doesn't sleep when the battlefield is active. A real man don't sleep during warfare. A real man can't sleep during uneasy times. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I was out there, my shit I got cut all up, man. I'm talking about all cut up, man. You really can't even really too much see them. Just scratch, cut, all kind of cuts, and scratches, and I'm talking about I was bleeding all over. It's blood on the back of the house, blood on the vines everywhere, blood all over, man. But just become part of being a man, yo. I could have put my gloves on, but I didn't think about it that deep when I went out there. But you gotta have the tools to be a man. You gotta be a man when it's time to be a man. We gotta stop fucking focusing and letting the world protect, provide, and think for your ass. You need to be a man and think for yourself. Guide, lead your family in the right direction. Show your family the right way. Stand on your own 10. Another thing too for my fellas. If you got good dick game, that does not make you a man. Dropping dick off does not make you a man at all. That does not make you a man. What makes you a man if you do have some type of relations or sex with a woman, if you're treating her right and taking care of her, and she's taking care of you, because it goes both ways. We're living in this time where women have been glorified and put up on a high pedestal, but they don't even do much. So we got to, the playing field has to be even, man. But men have to be men before anything could change. Y'all pussy ass niggas done bent over and let another man pop you out. You can't even be a man no more. Your man card is in the trash. It expired. A lot of y'all doing weird stuff that you know you ain't supposed to be doing as a man. That's why you can't be a man. Y'all niggas is glad the world is weird like that, so you can just be a weirdo in the middle of the night. Fucking loser. Have a fucking wife, have a life, and be a man. It's your big homie, Big Bad A, man. I hope this shit touches somebody out there, man. I hope it touches one young man out there or one grown man, anybody. One of you football slouch, one of you video game slouch ass niggas. I hope it reaches one of y'all, man. Stop being a fucking pussy and be a man. Get a hammer and go make something. You know what I mean? It's your big homie, Big Bad A.